2025 is an insane year for movies, but it's an even more insane year for television. So here's a list of my most anticipated and some honorable mentions. All right, so we already know we have a stacked year for movies. I talked about my most anticipated films earlier this week. You can check out that video on my channel. But honestly, even more stacked year for shows. And there's even shows that like other people are super excited for that just isn't on my list just because I'm not caught up or haven't watched it. So like Night of the Seven Kingdoms isn't on here. I haven't watched any Game of Thrones. And then Gen V Season 2 isn't on here. I haven't seen Gen V Season 1. So those aren't on here, but it's still a pretty stacked list without those two shows. First, let me go into some honorable mentions. Number one, Chad Powers. Okay, come on. You know I gotta put the Glenn Powell Show on this list. Or at least put in the honorable mentions. New show on Hulu with Glenn. It's like Undercover Boss, but he's like college football player. I don't know. I think the story, there hasn't been much of like trailer footage. It was kind of in like this sizzle reel that they did for like Disney, for Disney and Hulu. But as far as I know, he's like a veteran or like a seasoned football player, and he basically puts himself into like a college football team and sort of like helps coaches them, I think, or just helps them succeed. I don't really know what it's about, but it's Glenn Powell, so I'm in. Next is technically a 2024 release, but it's still ongoing. It's Cobra Kai Season 6. Now, I was not a big fan of the 3-part release. It's been 6 months since that part 1, and I haven't seen any of it yet because I was just gonna wait for the all 3 parts to be out. I think the 3rd part is dropping either this month or next month, and yeah, I mean, I love the show despite its ups and downs, but I'm excited to see it completed, and excited for Karate Kid Legends in May, and yeah, super excited. Next is Wednesday Season 2. I enjoyed the first season. It honestly kind of lost me with some of the mystery elements. That was my least favorite part. I honestly just liked the like characters and like I guess the world that Tim Burton had created, I guess, or like just the vibe. But no, interesting to see where season 2 goes. I wonder if they're gonna continue with the mystery format. But Jenna Ortega is just great. She's really good in the role, and we'll see what it brings. I know Steve Buscemi and Lady Gaga are added on to this new season, and Lady Gaga was in Joker 2, so this season has got to be peak. Next is Wonder Man. Don't know a lot about this show. Know a little bit about the character. It's kind of like the Booster Gold, if you guys are familiar with that DC character, kind of like the Booster Gold of Marvel. He's basically he's kind of like, he's an actor, but also a superhero, and kind of uses that to his advantage. I think this is going to be kind of like the boysification of the MCU, whereas Wonder Man's gonna be a superhero that's gonna be like marketed throughout the world, I guess, in like movies and toys and TV and such. So I don't know, I think it'll be interesting. It'll be a very different Disney Plus show. Obviously with any of these Disney Plus shows, you go in with a little bit of hesitancy, especially with just how a lot of shows are. But I really like the casting of Yahya. I think that's a very interesting casting, and I think he'll do a good job. Also bringing in Ben Kingsley as the fellow actor Trevor Slattery. That'll be a lot of fun. I believe Evan Peters and Bob Odenkirk have roles in this series. Not confirmed, but that's just what I've heard. But no, excited. That doesn't come out till the end of the year, but we'll see how it turns out. All right, now into my most anticipated shows of 2025. This is a stacked list. I have 9 on here. Number 9 is Alien Earth. Don't know much about this, but after Alien Romulus, I'm in. Essentially, it's just it has something to do with aliens, but we know that this time the aliens will be on Earth as opposed to like a space station or another planet, and maybe possibly taking place in the past. If it would be really awesome if it was like a Cowboys versus Aliens scenario, and it was taking place like in the Wild West. We do know Timothy Olyphant is attached to this show, so I have high hopes. There's only like a little teaser. It's kind of like just like a title card, but super excited. Give me some more Alien stuff. Number 8, coming to HBO Max later this year, is It, Welcome to Derry. Super excited for this. Was really hesitant. This show has been in production for probably, I want to say, since like 2022. It went through a lot of different forms, I guess. It was supposed to be like an anthology taking place in multiple different times that Pennywise comes out. But now I think they're changing it. I think it's taking place in the 40s, I want to say now, or 50s. Or I think maybe the 27 years before the first It, I believe. So I think that's the sort of premise. I think we might delve into Pennywise's circus days. And the only thing that sold me on this show, and I know it was in production for a long time, but they finally announced that Bill Skarsgård is returning for this show. So that's really what sells me right there. If it was a It show without Skarsgård, I honestly probably wouldn't be watching it at all. But just because he's portraying that character, I'm in. Let's go. Number 7, The Bear Season 4. Now, I can safely say The Bear Season 1 and 2 is some of the best television you'll ever watch in your entire life. And I can confidently say that, and other people can confidently say that. But Season 3 was definitely a downgrade. Don't get me wrong, I love Season 3. It's definitely top quality TV that you'll probably won't be able to find anywhere else, at least during the time it was airing. Like, you're not going to go on Disney Plus and find anything compared to The Bear Season 3. But it was sort of meandering. And that's really because it was a part 1 of this story that's about to be told this year. But why not just tell the full story? Why not do a few extra episodes and tell it? I don't know why they split it up, but that's a problem with TV shows this year. They like to split up their stories and their seasons. But either way, I'm excited for like this story arc to continue. Before we know, the restaurant's gonna be on full blast because of the food review, so it's gonna be busy as ever. We're dealing with those classic kitchen scenes and those kitchen dynamics, especially during the busy hours. Interested to see where Sydney's character goes this season. We obviously ended on her crying outside her apartment. She's conflicted of whether she wants to stay with Carmy at the restaurant or go on with the other guy, the J.J. Abrams looking guy, a new job as a sous chef. But we'll have to see. I think the dynamics will be crazy. I'm hoping for more Will Poulter this season. From what he said in the last season, that he was sticking around for a few months. So I'm hoping we get series regular Will Poulter in this full show. We know Jamie Lee Curtis is returning. She was in this little sizzle reel as the same one with the Chad Powers stuff. We know Jamie Lee Curtis is returning. We got to get more Jon Bernthal. We get Jon Bernthal every season. It would be It's basically tradition now. We got to get more Jon Bernthal scenes. But yeah, still super excited despite season 3's flaws. And yeah, let it rip. Number 6, actually releasing next week, Severance Season 2. I didn't see Severance Season 1 right when it came out. I recently watched it earlier last year. And wow, what a masterclass of television. So much mystery, so much twist, so much very melancholy humor. It's filled with humor, but it's also very, very dark comedic humor. Thank you, Ben Stiller. But this show is just so well crafted and so well acted, and the world is built out so well, but still has so much mystery to it. Like, you understand the world, but there's still so much you're like, what is this? What does this mean? It's really so awesome. Season 2 is going to be hopefully super great. The trailers look incredible. But yeah, I'm going to probably do like short like episode reviews each week, and then towards the end of once the show ends in a few weeks, I'll do my full season 2 review, but I'll be updating you every week when a new episode drops. Number 5, another Apple TV Plus show. They've really upped their game recently. I remember a time where it was just like the morning show on Apple TV Plus, but now there's so much good content. There's so much shows I need to watch that are still on there. But one I'm really looking forward to is The Studio. I believe this is Seth Rogen acting and directing or creating the show. Basically, let's look at it as Seth Rogen is David Zaslav. So he's in charge of this big movie studio. I basically just going to be delving into the inner workings of that. And what I'm really excited for is there's going to be tons of actors and directors playing themselves, appearing in this show. I mean, if you even just look at the first like little teaser trailer, you see Martin Scorsese, Ron Howard smashes a vase over Seth Rogen's head, Anthony Mackie, Charlize Theron, Catherine O'Hara. There were so many more. I can't remember. I saw the trailer a while ago, but super excited. Probably super funny. It's probably a ton of cameos. But looks fun. Can't wait. Number 4, Daredevil Born Again. We have been waiting for this. I still haven't finished the Daredevil show on Netflix. I am in season 2. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm still so excited for this. Daredevil in the MCU, rated R as ever. Jon Bernthal back as Punisher. Foggy and Karen are also in it as well as obviously Vincent D'Onofrio, and it's about time. I mean, from what I've seen, the Netflix shows have always been loosely connected to the MCU, but now they're officially in. It's their time, honestly. I'm super excited. Haven't gotten a full trailer yet. Where is it? It comes out in like 2 months. Still super excited. Again, got footage from that sizzle reel. Yeah, it's gonna be action packed. It's gonna be bloody. It's gonna hopefully have a good story. Muse is the villain alongside Kingpin. We have Bullseye in here as well. We also are introducing White Tiger. Also heard that some MCU characters will be making appearances. I've heard Bucky. I've heard Spider-Man. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm super excited. We got 12 whole episodes of this. Let's go. Number 3, The Last of Us Season 2. I recently reacted to the new teaser. So super stoked for it. I get really uncomfortable talking about this season of television just because I'm scared of stepping on spoilers. But super excited. I just recently finished playing the first game, going through the second game right now. And this season's gonna be something else. I know they're splitting the second game into 2 seasons, but I'm interested to see how they handle the timeline, honestly. Because if you know, the second game is told out of order, and if they tell it out of order, then a certain cast member will not be in the season at all. So I assume they're going to tell it in a linear way and sort of lead up to that big moment that if you know the game, if you know the spoilers, then you know what I'm talking about leading up to that. But if not, then we're just interested to see. I think it would be a lot more smarter for them to go linear with the story. That would make the most sense, but we'll have to see. I'm still super excited. This is quality TV. HBO only gives quality TV. And yeah, this comes out in April, and super excited. And speaking of April releases, just in time for my birthday, I get Last of Us. I also get Andor Season 2. Now, you can't see it, but there is a Andor poster right next to that Eddie Munson poster right there. And I could do a full 6-hour video on the first season of Andor. It is just incredible. It is the best Star Wars we've gotten since the prequel trilogy. It is perfect. The writing is incredible. The acting is incredible. It makes you see the Empire for who they are. Like, you actually see them as a threat. You see them as despicable people. But they're interesting characters. You like watching them. We follow the villains as much as we follow Andor or we follow Mon Mothma. It's truly incredible. Mads Mikkelsen is returning for this season. Ben Mendelsohn is returning for this season. You also have Alan Tudyk returning as K2SO this season. It's going to be a full season. It's going to be hopefully incredible. I hope Andy Serkis is in this season as well. We really don't know his fate, but I'm so excited. We get 12 episodes of this. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be eating with Andor for 3 whole months. It's going to be, I hope it's going to be incredible. I expect nothing less with the creative team that's behind it and the time they took. They delayed it a whole other year to add in extra scenes and really take their time with the script and how they really wanted to end this show. And yeah, I'm so excited. But number one, you probably know what it is. Everyone's waiting for it. Stranger Things 5. Stranger Things Season 5. It's been a long, wild ride. I started watching this show when I was 13 or 14. I will be 19 now when the show ends this year. And my only hope is that they stick the landing. I mean, Season 4 was such a high that they're going to have to try and top it, honestly. Or at least end it in a way that's equal to it. I mean, it was truly amazing. The anticipation is insane for this show, at least for me. I know it is for a lot of other people. And to think that Season 4 was almost 3 years ago now. But, yeah, I'm so excited. Don't kill Steve off. But, yeah, I'll be covering a lot of Stranger Things stuff up until its release. I don't know when the release is. I'm hoping for a summer release. I've heard because Squid Game is coming out in the summer that we might get like a more fall release date, which I thought would be fine with. But, yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna finally get a Stranger Things year. That's always a vibe. And yeah, we're probably gonna lose some characters. We're probably gonna get all our mysteries solved. And yeah, just super excited. But yeah, those are my most anticipated series of this year. Expect me to cover almost all of them when they release. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.